saying how nice and tidy our room was, we decided that we were going to go round the pool for an hour or so. So we came over here to this section of our kitchen where we normally have all of our souvenir cups that we collect from all of the pools. And we had numerous ones from different pools on this holiday. You all know what souvenir cups like, the big ones, cost you a lot more money, etc, etc. Because we were then going to go into the freezer, put some ice in. So John said, have you moved the cups? I said, no. Have you? He's like, no. So I said, oh my God, housekeeping has obviously cleaned up and thrown them out. Why she would throw out all of our personal cups, I've got absolutely no idea. So I ring housekeeping thinking, right, time is of the essence, because as we came in the room, she went out the room. This was minutes. John runs round the floor trying to find the housekeeper because it's on her cart. She's not stolen them, she's just took them by mistake, I would assume. Who wants to steal them? So anyway, I ring up housekeeping. Housekeeping at the Vdara aren't in the Vdara, they are off-site. So she said, this lady, I will get on to the housekeeping manager who will be with you momentarily and you can explain to her, she'll find the housekeeper and your cups will be returned. Great stuff, I thought. 10 minutes later, nothing. Impatient Mandy, pick up the phone again, get another girl, speak to her, tell her the story. She has no idea what I'm talking about, so nothing has been logged at the Vdara. None of the missing Cupgate has been logged. So I explained to her what happens. Her response is, housekeeping, yeah, we can't contact them for you. You need to go down to reception. Reception? I'm in a swimming costume, for crying out loud. Okay. I go down to reception. John comes with me. We speak to a lovely young girl on the reception, explain to her. She's like, why have you been sent to me? We're like, we don't know, but it's now 25 minutes since Cupgate has gone on. Time is of the essence. I've watched Forensic Files. You can solve a mystery really quick if you get onto it. So we had all the evidence. Girl had just left the room. We knew what she looked like. She was on the 31st floor. Cups have gone missing. Find her, find the cups. Problem solved. We're on it. No. Too simple for the Vdara Hotel, that. What we need to do is we need to go to security who are checking people in and out with the keys and report it as a crime. I kid you not, report it as a crime. I said, I don't think it's a crime. I don't think she's stolen the cups on purpose and now dividing them out between her family and friends at home. I don't think she's wrapping up as Christmas presents or even birthday presents. I don't even think she's using them, to be quite honest with you, because they're ours and they're second hand. Anyway, so we get this lovely woman with a really like a Southern American accent. She was more interested in going, where are you from? No, it's not making friends. I'm trying to report what you've called a crime and we call a mistake. So anyway, we tell her the whole story. She's on the radio. I'm like that, Jesus. Like, anyway, she then says, oh, I've got to report. My manager, listen to this, is coming to take, what's that called?
Statement.
A statement?
We had reports of a theft on the 31st floor.
I said it's not a theft. You don't need to, anyway. Okay, in comes the Keystone Cops. We've got one, she's on her first day. She's got a plaster on her nose and her glasses on. I don't know whether the plaster was holding the glasses on or the glasses were holding the plaster on, the plaster was holding her nose on. No idea what was going on with that. I was thinking, is it a false nose? I've no idea. I was looking at her. She never said a word. She was like, oh, I'm not speaking to no one. The other guy came along. He was like a fucking wet weekend. He was like, I'm here to take a fucking time as of the essence. Get the footprints. Anyway, I'm saying, can you just go and get the housekeeping girl on the 31st floor? He goes, it's 29 minutes past 5. She's probably clocked out at 5. She hadn't clocked out when I first reported it, though. I said, right, she might have clocked out, but she's not taking that cart home with her. And in that cart is a big black bag. And in that big black bag is all my souvenir cups. And those souvenir cups belong in here, not in her black bag and not in a storage cupboard. Get her, track her down. Time is of the essence. This is him. I'll come up to the room. This is the ironic thing. Then a woman gets in the lift. Oh, for fucking crying out loud. She goes, oh, can you press floor 54? I thought, what the fuck is that? Use your key. What is wrong with you fucking people? You got to put your key in and press your nut. We're not a fucking elevator operator. So anyway, we're getting out. So these two are dressed like the Keystone Cops, like that. They've got all this paraphernalia. And this woman in the elevator, we're shouting, find the girl on the third. Excuse me, I've got no toilet paper in my room. Could you? I'm like, for fuck's sake, toilet paper? I've been robbed. Not really robbed, it was a mistake. I'm not accusing the housekeeping of stealing, I'm not. So anyway, they've come in here. This is the God's honest truth. I said to him, they were all here in a neat pile, all stacked up like this. We take them at night, we put drinks, we make I just need to investigate. This is what he did, I swear to God. I opened everything dead quick. They're not here. He went like this. I said, what are you doing? What are you doing? He went, I'm just searching the premises.
Conducting a search, ma'am.
That's what he said. I'm conducting a search. I'm not looking for a fucking dead body. We're looking for some plastic cups of fucking Vdara and W and fucking Bellagio written on. That's all. We're not looking for fucking blood splatter. And then he started doing this. Hold on. Like he was like, hold on. I thought, what the fuck are you doing? And then he went like this. I said, I'm not being funny. And then I reiterated that entire story that I've just told you. And I went, do you not think time is of the essence? Find the housekeeping department, find the girl that was on the floor, find her empty cart, find her big bag. He goes, it may have been emptied. But I thought, for fuck's sake, it wouldn't have been emptied half an hour ago when we first contacted you. And then he went, you're stopping me conducting my search. And I said, well, why can't she... I know I said she looked like a she could have been a he, because I don't know what's happening in the woke world we live in. But anyway, I said, why can't she be on to housekeeping now while you're conducting your very thorough search? Why can't she be on to house? And he said, ma'am, if I can just stop you there, this is her first day. Fucking hell, is everybody on an induction in America? Wherever we go, it's everyone. Ma'am, it's her first day. Fucking, I wanted to go, well, this is my first fucking robbery in Vegas and I'd like it sorted. It's not a robbery. It's been a mistaken placement of plastic cups. People wouldn't moan about this, but if you could see the price of plastic cups, and some of them were from Starbucks as well, which I'm a little bit livid about, because I'm not going back to get them. So anyway, he's like this, if you could just let me finish conducting my search. He went like this, watch. I thought, have you seen the size of a plastic cup? Oh, here they are. Here's the missing cups. Here they are. No, they're not there. Anyway, Keystone Cop and his sidekick have turned around and said, now, we'll just go. So, oh, by the way, follow me. This is the apartment. You've got this. You've got all of this. All of this. This is the apartment. All of this, all of this, we've got this there, we've got all of this, right? And the only things he did was look behind 2 window blinds and 1 cushion. And that is what is classed as a thorough search. Thorough search. I could have put 4 dead bodies in there. He'd have just stepped over them looking for them cups. He wouldn't have found them. He'd have just looked behind the curtains, the non-existent curtains that I've already tagged up there. So I kid you not, we're all safe. Anyone who's dead in my bedroom, you're fine. Just shut the door. Nothing to see here, my lord. Nothing to see here. So he's gone. My last words to him were, where are you going? He said, I'm going to track down housekeeping and the lady who cleaned your room. I said, you said she clocked off at 5 o'clock. He said, yes, listen to this, the new shift will have come on. Well, if I was the new shift, the first thing I'd have done was got the old bag of shite and rubbish and emptied it and put a nice clean bag on. That's what I'd have done. So I said, what do we do now? Just sit around? He went, I'll come back. This will be an ongoing saga. I can see it now. But anyway, nothing to see here, my lord. Nothing to see. Nothing. Hold on. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. No plastic cups. No plastic cups. I forgot to mention this bit. I'm my normal irate self. Like, let's get on with it. Time is of the essence. I've watched Forensic Files. Let's just get on with it. Do you know what he actually turned on and said to me? We need to tread carefully with this. I said, it's plastic cups. She's not robbed the Louvre. Mona Lisa's not gone missing. She's not stashed that in a cart. She's taken some plastic cups by mistake. He said, ma'am, let me do my job. We need to tread carefully in this instance. This is why I have room drinks. just to survive every single day of my life. I don't drink when I'm working, but you get the point. Update, since the Keystone Cop and his sidekick, the plaster and the glasses, have left the building. It's been 30 minutes that we've been sat in here. I've still got my swimming costume on, in case anybody's in the slightest bit interested. I won't be going around the pool because it shuts at 7 o'clock. But anyway, we're still standing here. If he is going to conduct the search of housekeeping in the same format that he conducted the search behind the blinds here, that young girl has got those cups and she's halfway to Mexico by now. Kid you not, she's across the border. She's gone. They're gone, she's gone. I feel violated.